If you're struggling with your writing, then I want you to know that that's totally okay. In fact, struggling with writing is a good thing. And today, I'll tell you exactly why. So be sure to stick around. Let's get started. Hey guys, Nour here, and welcome back to my channel. For those visiting for the first time, hello! I'm the fantasy author of the novel Divinity Falling. Be sure to subscribe for weekly writing advice videos. So here's why you'll always struggle to write. It's because the more you learn about the craft, the higher your standards get. It's very simple. The more practice, the more tricks you learn, the more rules you become aware of, the more you'll care about the success of your stories. All of that means that you'll probably worry about every little detail you write. You'll analyze every aspect. But this just means that you've advanced your writing. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. When I first started writing novels as a kid, I had such an easy time. But that was because I didn't know there were rules to the craft. I just dumped anything and everything on paper. So yeah, it was easier, but it was also a bunch of word vomit. Now I find writing more complicated, but that's because I understand the rules of the craft. I know all about developing well-rounded characters, having a strong plot, and so on. And I know the more I learn, the more complicated writing will become. Because let's face it, we never stop learning. I learn about the craft all the time. Any writer who says they know it all probably doesn't. Now, what if you're a new writer? What if you just started writing a novel last week and you're already struggling? What does that mean for you? Well, it means that you care about writing and know there are rules to the craft, but haven't quite mastered them yet. You're still figuring out what to tackle first, and that's okay. Once you write a novel for the first time, you'll learn so much about your writing style and the tactics that work best for you. From there, you'll have an easier time diving into a second book. That's not to say that it will be easier. Like I said, I think the more you write books, the more you struggle. But the struggle becomes more internal over time. You start scrutinizing the elements of your story more and worry less about how you're going to start. You learn whether you're a plotter or a pantser. You learn if you write better with music on or off. But you'll start thinking more seriously about your story each time. So if you're struggling now and it's your first book, my advice to you is to not overthink it. First novels aren't meant to be perfect. In fact, they're meant to be word vomit because that's how you learn what works best for you. You gotta start somewhere. So yeah, you'll always struggle to write, but I promise that's a good thing. It means you care about the craft and want to write something you'll be proud of. If you're worried that you're not a good writer because you're struggling, then just know that that's not the case. It's all about practice. We all start somewhere. But struggling isn't a sign that you're a bad writer. If you want to write a novel and you're struggling, it's only a sign that you're passionate about this. So that's all I have for you today. I'd love to know, how long have you been writing novels? Let me know in the comments. If you're new to my channel, be sure to subscribe. I put out weekly writing advice videos that will take your story to the next level. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media to see what I'm up to from day to day and to chat with me. And before we go, I just want to give a quick shout out to Sarah Frayne and Alan J. Early from my shout out tier over on Patreon, as well as all my amazing patrons. Thank you all so much for your support. I really appreciate you. And remember, Nour for president!